to get enough things we want. But if we take a moment to get closer, closer to the things we need, we wouldn't need to need that looking at the things we have. Stay here under the palm trees. Won't you lay here with me? Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with ya. When everything ends, it's a brand new start. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with ya. Ooh, there's no plan for the wicked. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There's no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with ya, with ya. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with ya, to be with ya. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. There is no goal for the longing heart. Just another day to be with ya. When everything ends, it's a brand new start. Baby, there's no plan for the wicked. Darker are the days for the bitter ones. Baby, I'm just happy to be with ya. Ooh, there's no plan for the wicked. Ooh, there's no plan for the wicked. I can't get rid of this feeling. I try to leave it all behind. I can't get rid of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our world adventure here in Microsoft Flight Simulator in our DA40, the little plane that could. Tonight, leg number 62, we're going here from Valcheta down to the Valdes Peninsula. It's actually a Unesco heritage site since 1999. Specifically, we're going to head into Punta Delgada. Few changes for this evening's stream. Number one, I got a haircut. Number two is that, as you can tell, I did a few things with Streamlabs here and there. However, the chat box doesn't seem to be... Oh no, it's an alert box. Never mind. I don't even know what I've set up in my own stream. That's always a good start. Alright, let's, there's the mouse, take us up the chat, fair enough. Yep, sorry, Dave, thanks for the reminder on the flight plan, by the way, mate. It's very useful when you do that for me, because we all know that I'm really good at remembering stuff like that. Wes says, hey bud, taking the crash helmet off now. Oh god, how many times did you crash your truck, mate? Welcome to the stream, Wes. Lovely to see you. Stu, mate, welcome to the stream as well. Glad you are here. Drew, pleasure is all mine. Welcome to the stream, mate. Black Evo says, yo. I didn't even realise that Black Evo was gangster, but there you go. Mate, welcome to the stream. The rig photos that you posted in the Discord are looking very, very nice. Very impressive. Vruden says, good morning, pilots. Good morning to helicopter pilots, Vruden. Dan Random. Oh, Dan Random's in the helicopter as well. There we go. We've got 2 helicopter pilots this evening. And, I don't actually think I said hello to David, even though I addressed the fact that he told me to put the flight plan in. So David, my apologies, but and that's Jacko, Burger Man. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. Brett is here on his other account, but that's alright because I know he's now changed to his current account. But Brett, mate, welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you along. Sean Atkins, mate, welcome to the stream. Pretty sure this is the first time I've seen your name in here. If it is, mate, welcome, welcome, welcome. Absolute pleasure to have you here. Everybody, if I am right, make sure you show Sean some love. Now we've got 2 Seans and 2 Davids in this stream. Oh, my brain's not going to cope with that. Calling Pigeon says, hi, pilots. Calling Pigeon, mate, welcome to the stream. Legendary bloke that you are. David Ross, the other David. G'day, mate. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. Shane, Oz Flight Simmer. I have come to snipe flight ID. Good call, Shane. Good call. I like your style. Yes, we see you. Sound is good. Looking sexy. Did you fall into a whippersnipper, Bryce? No. I didn't. This. For those who watched me stream, 3.5, 4 months ago, would know that this is how I prefer to have my hair. Just haven't been able to get it cut for a while. Thanks to, lockdowns and all that. Blackadder says, Bryce, who is that on your camera? Some random bloke, I don't know, he's been here all afternoon. But welcome to the stream, Tim. Pleasure to have you here. Ed Sheeran. Jesus. Did I lose a piece of my brain during the haircut? Very likely, Drew. Very likely. I mean, there wasn't much there to begin with, but probably. Alright. That is that stuff done with. Now, I need to make sure that I actually connect to little nav map, because that would be a little bit awkward, because I was about to jump across the little nav map and see what was going on. Beautiful. We do have a connection, and it is a very strong connection. Alright, let's do a whoop. There we go. I don't think Valcheta Airport has ever seen this many aircraft before. So we've got Calling Pigeon, Dan Random, Leaded Rapier, Black Evo, Big Jack, and moi so far on little nav map. So that's pretty cool. Loving what Calling Pigeon has done for the channel with little nav map. Really, yeah. Alright. Let's restart my aircraft, because of course put me on the runway because there is no parking bays at this airport, so by default I ended up with an engine on, so then I had to engine off to make it seem semi-realistic. That is, anyway. Flap for me. I like to play with flaps. I don't know about the rest of you. Altitude, we don't want to go too crazy on this flight, I don't think. Let's do 3K. Make sure that we've got the right barometer. Alright. Yes, it's called Little Nav Map. And that's exactly right, Drew. Little Nav Map. Alright, well, we don't actually have to do any taxiing because we're on the end of the runway. So basically, looks like everyone who is flying along is potentially ready to go / almost ready to go. And those who are almost ready to go are probably going to fly TBMs and all sorts of fast aircraft anyway. So I'm just going to say that we're going to go. Now, my track IR is connected. I don't think I need it for this takeoff. So I'll take off the... and we'll hit it. Follow Fozzie's lead. There's a bit of a different situation. Fozzie in the lead as opposed to Big Jack. David, what are you doing? Drew says, should I work or fly? Drew, like, why is that even a question? Fly, obviously. Like, alright. We have Airborne. Hey, Gammy Wombat, mate. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. And Glenn Fitzpatrick as well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here as well. Bloody hell. We've got a decent crowd. So 11 minutes into the stream. Quite amazing. So you'll notice that we have a new addition in the right-hand bottom corner. And then we also have a new addition in the left-hand top corner. And although it doesn't exist yet, we have an alert box as well for when people subscribe and all those things as well. So it's just going to be a case of if somebody subscribes, we're going to see that. Or, you know, does anything that will trigger the bot, you know, yeah, basically. I had 10 waiting almost 30 minutes out. Damn, I didn't actually notice that, Brett. I only noticed at about 15 minutes out that I had about 14 waiting, and I was like, oh, shit, that's, you know. I must admit, it's always really cool when you see stuff like that. It's sort of like, damn, these people are waiting for me. That's kind of mind-blowing. Good mind-blowing. Really enjoyable mind-blowing, actually. Now, I need to turn those fuel pumps off, because otherwise what we're going to do is we probably already have... Yes, aircraft, I know the engine's already started. I didn't try to start the engine. I don't know why you tried to start the engine. Why are we making the left-hand turn? This is not NASCAR. This is flying. We need speed. The need for speed. Let's get that speed up. What's this about why do I need a wig? What? Just because I had a haircut? You're not used to seeing the shorter hair. Well, this is the usual Bryce. What is my... There you go. If you need a wig, let me know. I'll hook you up. Nice, Shane. Very nice. Thank you for the donation, mate. Every stream. It is absolutely very, 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 very much appreciated, Shane. Oh yeah, probably should pull the flaps up before I rip them off. And pull a bit of that engine power out. We don't need to be going 400 million miles an hour. Why is my aircraft going back towards Valcheta Airport? Scroll up. Oh, there was conversations about wigs to do with my hair, I'm assuming. Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I guess the good news about us flying back towards the airport is we get a nice view of Valcheta itself. Not a very big place, but quite a nice place to look at. Do I have a red wig? No. The only things I have for my head are hats and beanies and all that stuff. Oh, we've got Banjo Frog flying along. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that is Sean Atkins, and he's playing along with us on Xbox. If that's the case, that's very, very cool. What are you doing, aircraft? What is this plane doing? What is it doing? It's doing some sort of pattern, I'm assuming. I do actually own a fedora, Rudin. I haven't worn it in years, but I do actually own a fedora. Actually, that's a really damn good photo right there. Yeah, wrong way, I know. Now it's sorting its shit out now, but I don't know what the hell it was doing there. Alright, so it should be a nice scenic run down here to Punta Delgada today. We're going from a small remote dirt strip to a small remote dirt strip. Usually, you actually have to have specific written permission to even be allowed to fly into the Valdes Peninsula, because it is a UNESCO heritage site. Most people who want to visit the Valdes Peninsula would actually fly into a place called Trello, which we will be flying over. And then occasionally you can also get permission to fly into Puerto Madryn, which is the main town leading into the Valdes Peninsula. But you also do need to get permission to land there. However, they are more lenient on giving permission to land there. So, yeah, landing on the Valdes Peninsula is quite a rare thing. There is only 2 airports, and they are both very small dirt strips. So the peninsula is barren land with salt lakes. It is some of these lakes are up to 40 meters below sea level. And has some of the lowest elevation in the whole of Argentina. So the reserve itself is, as I mentioned before, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1999. It is 890,000 acres. And basically, in real life, you would see sea lions, elephant seals, fur seals, southern right whales. You'll also see baleen whales and orcas, and then the inner part of the peninsula, sort of away from the water, you can see 3 various animals that are actually native to this part of the world, and then a high diversity and range of birds as well, with at least 181 species. So you can sort of understand why it's so protected and, you know, from people being able to enter. And I honestly do hope it stays that way as well, because, you know, if we can, you know, keep it to scenic flyovers and flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator to these locations, it means that our kids and their kids are also going to be able to do scenic flyovers of these locations in the future without causing any deterioration to the ecosystems that they are basically preserving. Oh, Black Adder, mate, thank you so much for that donation. Much appreciated. My Streamlabs is annoying me though, because still it doesn't recognize what my PayPal account is. So I really obviously need to like watch a YouTube video or something on how to change that, because I've had a good look in Streamlabs and I cannot find anything. Drew says, when my hair's all gone but my memory... Oh... Very funny, Drew. Very funny. Just quoting Ed Sheeran there. Nicely done. Nicely done. This, and I'm sure the Aussies who are watching currently with me will agree. If you told me right now that we were flying over rural parts of Australia, especially in the more southern states. I wouldn't question it. Would not question it. How much dollars to grow your hair long? How long? It was already way too long before. I was desperate for a haircut. I need a set of pink glasses, actually. These glasses are technically a reddy colour. Shane says, hit me up sometime, Bryce, I can help you. That would be fantastic, Shane. Thank you. Yeah, no, Vruden is an absolute master of this helicopter. If anyone is trying to fly like Vruden in the helicopter, you're going to potentially have a bad time. Potentially. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people flying that I can see, but I get the feeling that there might be more that are beyond my visibility. Yeah, by the way, Gami, what Blackadder just said, I loved your Trinidad video as well, and very, very, very tempted to buy the Trinidad. That thing looks mint. Luxurious aircraft. Small part of me is like, do I change the DA40 to a Trinidad? Because that, I would love to fly the world in that sort of luxury. But no, I won't. You're going to suggest a mullet? I could do a mullet. I'd rather not do a mullet, but I could absolutely do a mullet if I ever had that want. Drew says, I want to move like Jagger and fly like Vruden. I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves. Gowan says, I have a busy day. I will refly this later. Not a problem, mate. All good. Still blows my mind that people want to fly these legs at a later date in their own time. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm going to buy it, Gami. 100% going to buy it. Even if I just use it for making some flight simulator videos, because I've sort of decided today that maybe I should be adding some flight simulator videos to my channel, not just these streams. So having some new aircraft to play with would be very, very beneficial to that. And I've already got a few. I've got a DC-6, I've got the F-14, Grumman Widgeon that I love playing with. I've just inserted myself into David and gone right through the other side. That's David Jacko. I'll be able to teach geography by the time you're done with this. I've always been quite good at geography, Garland. Like, if you were to sort of name a country, I could probably name 1, 2, maybe more cities from in that country straight up, like without even just off the top of my head. Zach's Gaming Lab, mate, welcome to the stream. Pleasure to have you here. He says it's a good day for a flight. You are not wrong, Zach. It is a fantastic day for a flight. David Jacko says, what do you love playing with? Pussy? Oh, why doesn't my brain have a filter before it gets to my mouth? Oz Flight Simmer says, hit the like button if you haven't already. Shane, absolute legend there, always supporting with the money, with the words, with the, you know, telling people to hit that like button. Muchly appreciated. That went sideways fast, says Garwin. Don't worry, that's my favourite way to do it, Garwin. Playing with the map of Tasmania again. That's exactly right, like Evo. Exactly right. Yeah, I go deep sea drilling, Wes. That's exactly right. I do like a bit of a deep sea drill. Just as long as it doesn't smell like fish. Shane says, okay, Bryce, can you confirm that Tassie is part of New Zealand? Well, I think Brett was saying that they want to tow Tassie across to New Zealand, so I'm going to go with yes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I download the Piper PA28R, does that include the Arrow and the Arrow Turbo, or is it just the one? Because I want to download that so that Sean and Glenn can be visible on these streams, but I also want to download that so I can play with the Turbo Arrow. So it's power! Zach says, fuel check. Zach, fuel is all good. I can absolutely 100% guarantee that without even checking it. I'm a magician. Sean says, did you have to go there? I mean, I didn't, but welcome to my brain. It's a messed up place to be, Sean. You'll very quickly need to source some sort of assistance for dealing with the aftermath of what is said in my streams. It affects everybody mentally to a great deal. David Jacko says, I'm going to love tap you. I'm ready. You're miles away. Talk about getting a man excited. Sean says, I am worse. Trust me. Sean, fight me. I'm always one to accept a challenge. Whether or not I go through on it is another question, but I'll accept it. Dylan says, my missus asked me if I could stop singing Wonderwall all the time. I said maybe. It does make you wonder. Will you stop singing it or not? Zach says, I didn't see the end of your cooking show. How was the Argentina sandwich? Delicious. Probably one of the best sandwiches I've ever eaten. And I'm sure Wes will back me up on that one because he made it for himself at the same time. Absolutely, Wes. I like duct tape. And I'm sure sometimes people wish that I did have some duct tape so I wouldn't say things that make people cringe. Things that make you go, ooh. Alright, so I obviously need to go to the Just Flight website and have a bit more of an in-depth look than what Just the Marketplace provides me. So I have now downloaded the DC-6, I have now downloaded the F-14 Tomcat, I've downloaded the Air Mackie, the MB339. I need to, I forgot to save my bloody list of aircraft that I was making that people are flying with that they were hoping that I could download. I know I need to get the Captain Shit 777 for Fozzie. So Captain Sim 777, and then I need to get Just Flight Arrow. Oh, they are coming to the marketplace. What is the... Like, I know when it comes to slightly bigger developers like Aerosoft, PMDG, etc., usually the website and the general support, though, is really good, even if you don't get it from the marketplace. Like, you sort of don't have to go to the marketplace for the purposes of that. Whereas with the smaller developers, I find the marketplace is beneficial because there's, you know, less chance of missing updates and stuff like that. I don't know. Stu says the F-15. Stu, I will, but it's not high on my priority list right now because it doesn't have a very good rating in the marketplace and online compared to the F-14 and the Air Mackie. So I'll absolutely do it, but it won't be something I buy, you know, like this week kind of thing. Just because when I am purchasing aircraft, I'm always going to purchase the ones that have a better rating first because they're of more interest for me to fly as well. Zach's Gaming Lab says, fact of the stream, Bryce can cook and fly planes simultaneously. I can. I don't know, I mean, I'm very glad that I picked an aircraft that has autopilot. Otherwise, it would be really interesting to see me achieve that. Wes says, it's okay, Bryce, we will behave now, we promise. Why are you behaving when I don't behave? That seems, weird, like... I'm sort of, I know, Vruden, you're trying to get into a photo there, mate, and ghost me, but I'm sort of hoping to try and get you and Dan together. Which is why I'm sort of holding off on it, to give Dan a bit of time to get his head around the helicopters. Oh, shut up, Shane. I'm pretty sure they're using bits of the 787 now, though, Shane. And supposedly, according to Fozzie, they are greatly improving it. So, same with that Brecod 737 MAX thing that they brought out. Supposedly, Fozzie says there's been quite a few updates in that as well, and they've greatly improved that too. So that's good. I'm glad. Oh, Vruden. Let the man figure out how to fly the helicopter, and then hopefully, you know, he's not doing too badly. He's doing the same speed as me. He's just a little bit off to the left. Yeah, so Glenn, MSFS addons.com actually told me about the beach debonair, and there's also Queenstown, New Zealand scenery released today. So I 100% expect Shane to be downloading the Queenstown scenery. Do I use the paid version of Streamlabs? Not yet. It is definitely on the list of things to do though, Zach. Mainly because I would like to be able to multi-stream across multiple platforms. You know, Twitch, Facebook Gaming, even Mixer if it's compatible with Streamlabs. Yeah. Oh, I love how this stream has gone from conversation about my haircut and how I should have a pink wig and straight into Shane and the 777 at Queenstown. I feel like this is going to be a thing that Shane's probably never going to live down. And fair enough too. I mean, speaking of which, Black Evo, I need to sit down with you and do one more lesson on the DC6, a slightly more in-depth one, and do myself up a checklist, because I would actually like to do a how to fly the DC6 for idiots like myself video for YouTube, but I sort of need to have some sort of grasp on how to do it before I go putting that out there on the internet, because, you know. Zach says, I was wondering how to use it myself, but it seems most things are paid. Yeah, most things are certainly paid. There is a certain amount of scenes available for free. But if you do want to obviously take your streams to that next level, Zach, probably going to be worth investing in the Streamlabs Pro. And especially if you want a multi-stream across more than one platform. Sounds good, Black Evo, mate. Thank you very much. Be very, very, very appreciated. And if it's a successful, like if it comes off successfully, that is a video series I may start for Microsoft Flight Simulator, is teaching people how to, in layman's terms, so making it idiot-proof so that I can fly it as well, for study-level aircraft. Hey, here we go. Here we go. That wasn't a bad effort. Not a bad effort at all, boys. Well done. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well done, Dan. Well done, my good friend. Was my hairdresser a looker? I go to a barbershop locally here, David, so I got a British man. So I'm going to go with no. Is that webcam location okay? Do people like that? Would they like the webcam in a different spot? Because part of the reason I did this stream tonight is to test out the things that I changed in Streamlabs. So if you can let me know if you'd like to see something moved to somewhere else or whatever from your perspective, because of course I don't see the stream from your perspective. So yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, that would be good, Black Evo. David Jacko wants the cam in the middle of the screen to just see me. Jesus. Point the webcam in the other direction, so that it doesn't show the back door and all that, is what you're getting at, Bruden, or so it doesn't show me. So I'm going to set up a virtual green screen for my flight sim, because that uses less GPU and CPU power than actually having a green screen, which is really weird, but whatever. And then that should get rid of the background. Yeah. So Glenn, the only problem with the previous setup I had is that having the green screen with Flight Sim would push the GPU too far and cause it to time out. So however, no banter tonight. What are you talking about, Wes? There's been banter the whole night. Talking about the haircut and then giving Shane shit about Queenstown, giving you shit about crashing in Euro Truck before the stream. No worries, Vruden, mate. All good. Enjoy your cancer stick and beer. Overfly another little dirt strip here. This really does look like regional Victoria. Western regional Victoria. This is literally what it looks like. Which I guess is not really surprising because Western regional Victoria and this part of Argentina are on a similar position south on the globe. So I guess that's not really a surprising thing when I think about it like that. Oh, calling pigeons down on the ground, mate. Awesome. Dan, I think you're doing an absolutely fantastic job of flying that helicopter. The fact that you managed to get in next to me when Vruden was ghosting, kudos to you, bro. Brett says, I missed what you're doing behind you. So I'm going to, for my flight sim streams, I'm going to run a virtual green screen because supposedly it uses a little bit less GPU than running a actual green screen with a gamma key and all that bullshit, and see if I can get away with running a green screen whilst streaming flight sim so that I can have more of the simulator visible. And if not, then I will sort out something behind me. I'll put some pictures up, or I'll put a shelf, and I'll put some of my aircraft models and stuff up there for when I do stream flight sim. So, kind of, Brett. What resolution is my camera, Shane? It's just a Microsoft LifeCam. It's only a 720p. It was only $99. It was literally a thing of desperation on that day in late May when they announced that we were going into lockdown again. I went straight from work on my break to the computer store and grabbed the best bang for buck webcam they had in stock. It served me well, but it really is basic, and it is time to start looking to upgrade it. I want my cam to be 8K 3D. Well, David, you better cough up some serious cash then, mate, because I don't have that much money. So if you're volunteering to buy me a 8K resolution webcam, David, I'll very gladly accept. Keep it at 720 as it's a small part of the screen. Yeah, it's not so much the resolution that I'm concerned about, Shane. It's just I would like a webcam that is backlit. I would like a webcam that I can zoom in and out, and one that maybe has a bit more of a better field of view that I can sort of pan. So, you know, a $300, $400 webcam, something that's really good quality and will provide an awesome picture and last me for years and years and years is probably going to be what I will upgrade to, Shane. Or maybe I'll even set up my DSLR camera to be my webcam. Yeah, actually, there should... I didn't turn one of my lights on, but absolutely I need to get some more lighting behind my screens, which I don't currently have any lighting behind, only like behind the screens facing towards me. I've only got lighting behind me facing towards, and that was simply because I was using the green screen, and you need that. Absolutely, Drew. Yeah. 100%. I'm not going to throw... Like, webcam is not high on the priority list. Things like lighting, Streamlabs Pro, maybe looking at a yoke and some pedals and stuff like that is more what I'm currently thinking. Maybe a new microphone as well. One that, yeah. One that's not, like, this one's good, and I'm sure it's clear and you guys don't have any trouble understanding what I'm saying, but it could be better. And it's not expensive to get a good microphone. I just feel like I would prefer one with a little bit more background noise cancelling, just because of the place I'm in. You know, weather, wind, rain, all that can greatly affect potential background noise that may transmit. You want soft mood lighting and some good music. Wes, would you also like a dinner out, some drinks, and I'm not even going to go any further on that. But you know where I'm going. Is that what you're looking for? Yeah, Mick is good. I know it's a good microphone, I just, I know that I can get something that's more up to date, something that's not like, because this microphone would be about 14, 15 years old. Yeah, it's quite old. The stuff behind you is more in focus than you are. Now that's interesting that that's showing up like that for you, Glenn, because on my Streamlabs, I'm in focus and the background is not. So that's really interesting. And that might just be because it is a cheaper webcam. Just flying over Bahia Dorada Airport, which is actually a sealed runway. That's awesome. Dan Random, mate, thank you so much for the $5 there, mate. Absolute legend. He says, I'm still trying to work out the chopper. Mate, as far as I'm concerned, you're doing a fantastic job with it. Yeah, a cheap light will definitely fix that, 100%. Get my eyes tested for better glasses, Wes. Yeah, it's very... But I very much appreciate you pointing that out, Glenn, because I wasn't aware of that, because according to my screen, I'm in focus and the background isn't. So if I can fix that with some soft lighting pointing towards me from behind the screens, well, not a problem. Easy. Can do. Yeah, sorry about that, Shane. You can imagine that it gets really costly for me as well when I have to change my screen after every single one of your streams. Especially seeing as I've got so many screens. Didn't mean it in a bad way, we're just trying to get the banter, and I'm not playing tonight. No, I'm just not playing on your banter. I'm playing on everyone else's. Sorry, Wes. It can't always just be about you, Wes, alright? I know we have something, you know, something special, but we need to keep that away from the stream. Better not say that too loud. The missus will probably be, like, who? What? Hashtag A-hole and hashtag B-hole, C-hole and D-hole. Now I know my ABC. So tonight, I don't know if I think I may have mentioned something along the lines already, but tonight's stream is a little bit on the shorter side. Deliberately, it was, I did that deliberately to make sure that I could iron out any potential things with Streamlabs and the new setup that I've got. So now that I've got, you know, I need a bit of extra soft lighting. I need to try and do something about the background if I can't get a virtual green screen to work. Things like that. Very, very helpful, and I will sort them out hopefully tomorrow. Speaking of which, I've got a particular item arriving tomorrow, thanks to all of you in part. I'm happy to do it. Would you guys be interested in like unboxing / review video on a piece of hardware for streaming? Is that something that would be interesting? Is that something that is worth my time in doing? Let me know. And also Black Evo, as soon as this stream finishes, I am uploading my carbonara video. Finally. It takes longer to edit those videos, Black Evo, than I first possibly expected. I guess because I didn't consider the fact that there's going to be lots of takes and things that I need to cut out and all that. Speaking of which, that's another thing I need to get my hands on, is a microphone for those videos and for my cooking on the fly videos, so that I can be further away and more in view of the camera. Yeah, that's something that people be interested in? Okay, cool. So Star Trek says it arrives tomorrow. Star Trek, for those who are not from Australia, is the online shipping people for like Australia Post. This is the word I'm looking for. As long as I tell lots of jokes, mostly clean. Sorry, mostly clean? I don't understand, Tim. What's mostly clean? How is my roast chook? Huh? Where the hell are you going, David? Oh yeah, no, I'm not. At the moment, the cooking channel's probably only going to see one video every fortnight, just because of how long it takes to produce and edit and finalize it all on my own. That's yeah. Oz Flight Simmer says, "Night, ladies and gentlemen, and Bryce." So what am I? Not a lady or a gentleman? Non-binary? Is that politically incorrect? Ah, fuck it, whatever. He's going where you let us. But Shane, mate, look after yourself. Have a good one, bro. He's going where you let us. Where's my lettuce? What is it? Iceberg, mescaline, rocket. What sort of lettuce are we talking about here, Wes? I'm gonna be more specific. More Pacific. Well, actually, South Atlantic, but whatever. I think that's what we're over. Are we over the South Atlantic? Says the guy who supposedly claimed that he knew geography at the start of the stream. Turns out I don't really know my oceans, other than that they're big, blue, and wet. There's our Bryce, says Wes. Wes, if you find him, let me know. Like, can you give me a specific location, sorry, of where he is exactly? David Jacker says, "Can you lose hair while opening an oven?" I guess it depends what you're cooking, David. If you're setting your oven on fire, yeah, you probably can lose hair. If you're cooking like a chef, like myself, or, you know, people who actually know how to cook, probably not. Rudin says, "Judging from all the water, the South Atlantis." Oh, sorry, I haven't heard of the South Atlantis before, Rudin. Wes is at my fiber click at 15,000 feet. Oh yeah. He's up there. How's the view from up there, Wes? Loose hair from Worry? Nah. This is going to sound really shallow, but I don't actually have that many worries in my life right now. And the reason I say that sounds really shallow is because I know there's a lot of people around the world right now who are in the complete opposite situation, where their life is minutes from basically falling apart, and they're only just holding it together. If you light a wood stove with petrol like a friend of mine tried, yes, you can lose hair. Oh yeah, Glenn, when I had my little wood burning stove in here, heater that I was trying, I one time decided to soak some of the kindling in petrol, and then before letting the fumes dissipate, I decided to throw a match in there and lost a bit of arm hair. Got off very lightly on that one and very quickly packed the thing away and have never used it since. Absolutely, Dan. Not a day goes by that I do not take my position for granted. You know, there was a very long period of time, probably up until earlier this year, that, you know, probably for a good 5 or 6 years, I was in a position where after rent and bills and food was paid for, I actually had no money to do anything except put fuel in the car. So, yeah, to be in a position where now I sort of can say that I have no worries, where, you know, 12 months ago I was basically about to drown. Yeah, I certainly don't take that for granted, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so you see, Vruden, when I do a bonfire, I use diesel for that reason. Because it's flammable, but it's not, holy shit, what the fuck. Oh, Drew, thank you so much, mate, for the 20 bucks. Very, very much appreciated, good sir. It says, let's light you up, fella. No worries, Drew. I will 100% go down and buy myself some lighting for behind the screens to point at me tomorrow. And touch wood, by my next flight sim stream, if not my next stream, I will have my virtual green screen or background sorted. Yeah, it is funny how time passes and we work through it. I actually have a lot to owe my housemate. He sort of sat down with me and sort of said, you know, can you remove your debt that you have hanging over you? Can you sort out this? Can you sort out that? And sort of came up with a plan, and we executed it, and yeah, now get some umbrella reflector lights. They are good for photography as well. Oh yes, good idea. Very good idea. Looks like I might need to make a bit of a trip to the shops tomorrow, which is good, that's fine. I have no problem with doing that. Yeah. I think Dan, the thing I have the most to thank him for is that he sort of, because of the situation we were in with COVID as well, where I wasn't making a full-time wage, he sort of said to me, is there anything that you currently own that you can sell? And I said, that's really causing you financial stress and other stress and, you know, all sorts of, and I said, yes, there's two things. My old car and my block of land that I owned at the time. And he sort of said, as much as it sucks, you should probably offload those two items. And I thought about it, and I decided, you know what? These are things I can buy again in the future when I'm in a better position. So I sold my car, made a profit on what I bought it for 5 years ago, because I just happened to buy something that was going up in value, but I didn't realise at the time. And then, yeah, sold my block of land. But he's absolutely a very smart guy, you know. There's a tangent to go off on a flight sim stream. But, yeah, basically that just comes back to the whole, I don't take it for granted where I am, and I know what it's like to be on the other side and feeling like you're drowning. Although I will admit, Gummy Wombat, the current, you'll know this personally, and probably people like David and Black Evo and all that will know this as well. There is a little bit of pressure to get another block of land before house prices become so insane in the regional parts here that I live in that it actually becomes unaffordable to purchase. Well, you see, Glenn, it wasn't actually just meant to be a block of land. Like, I had a contract to build a house on there to live in. Luckily, the builder who I went through, because of the fact that we were in COVID, understood, and instead of fining me and charging me, moved me to a different plan or something, basically, so I can just sit on their list without any issues. The only thing being that obviously when I do go to build again, is that I have to obviously build one of their houses, which is not a problem. Bruden says, I got lucky that neither my wife or our tenants became unemployed during the coof. Yeah. Absolutely. It's amazing, isn't it, Bruden? Like, my landlord had to sell his house to another landlord. And yeah, we didn't miss a rental payment during the pandemic. Yeah, of course, Bruden, 100%, mate. You know, people make out that landlords are these rich, wealthy people with unlimited money, and whilst that might be true for a certain percentage, there's another percentage of landlords that are just mums and dads who, you know, inherited some money, or, you know, won something, or had a business of their own that they worked really hard with, you know, earlier in their life, or, you know, whatever, who have, you know, just one or maybe two investment properties, but it's sort of a case of, you know, if the tenant stops paying rent, they're screwed. So become a rent investor instead. Yeah, Glenn, that is something I'm considering. However, with the current position of the market here in Victoria, especially the regional parts, is that could almost buy a block of land, put a house on there, and in the time that it takes from the purchase of the block of land to the house being fully constructed, I could basically gain enough equity to buy another block of land and a house to rent. It's nuts out here right now. Absolutely nuts. Bruden says, well, now that we basically didn't spend any money for a year and a half, I was able to pay off both houses. Still broke. But you see, Bruden, you've got some... You might be broke, you know, in physical, but net worth, you're no longer broke. Drew says, you've got to get some work done. Thanks for making the morning fun. No worries, Drew, mate. Enjoy your work as much as you possibly can. Look after yourself, and I'm sure I will speak with you soon. Speaking of which, thank you for sending those videos in Discord. I had a look. I understand exactly what you're getting at, and 100% will implement that into my next cooking on the fly videos. So cheers. Yeah, that's exactly right, Sean. Asset rich, cash poor. Which is not necessarily a bad place to be, because if the shit hits the fan and it's a rainy day, you've got assets to fall back on. So I feel like you've done yourself some very good things there, Bruden. Glenn says, I decided to rent my spare room out to a tenant to pay some of the mortgage quicker, but now turns out she is a mad anti-vaxxer, which is a bit of a worry. Yeah, and that's another thing I would consider doing, Glenn, when I do purchase property again, is possibly renting out a room to, you know, I always... In my line of work of chefing, people are always looking for a room to rent from somebody reliable and genuine and all that. So it wouldn't be a difficult thing for me to achieve, you know. That's why you live by yourself, don't want weirdos. Wes, I thought you had one housemate, Wes, but he was not really a housemate, he's more a friend. Now, anyway, he was originally a housemate, I think you were telling me, but you've sort of grown close with him. So I think we are now actually over the Valdes Peninsula. That's where the Valdes Peninsula comes out from Puerto Madryn. And then that's the first airport here on the Valdes Peninsula, which is Puerto Pyramids. And there's only one other airport, I believe, well at least there is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. In Punta Delgada, which is our destination. And there is some rumours on the internet that there is a third airport at the top of the Valdes Peninsula there, but I couldn't get it to show up in Flight Sim. Oh, you had to kick him out for issues. Interesting, Wes. Interesting. Yeah, wow, Gummy Wombat, 3 kids and a wife. That's a fair bit. I mean, it is a fair bit, but it also it depends on the size of the premises that you're living in, I guess, Gummy. Oh, he made you nearly get kicked out. Okay, fair enough then. Well, Wes, I know where to go and live if I decide to move to South Australia. I've heard there's a spare room. Everyone disappeared from the stream. Oh, that's good, Bruden. Not actually good, but yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. No, I mean, as lovely as that would be, if I move to South Australia, it's going to be Adelaide. Because you know, not central Adelaide, but it would be like the northern suburbs, a little bit out of the city, you know, half an hour, 40 minutes kind of thing. David wants to join Wes in his house. Oh, absolutely. Cheers, Wes. Very much appreciate that, mate. But you know, I'll keep it. I'll keep it in mind if I ever end up in a situation where I'm single and wanting to move to South Australia. But yeah. Glenn, the northern parts of Adelaide, so like Gawler and all that, are 10-15 minutes from the Barossa Valley, so kind of the wine areas. I would love to live near McLaren Vale, but it's a little bit too expensive because it's all beachside living, and of course that comes with a huge price tag no matter where you are. But with the crap that's currently going on in this state, every day I get closer and closer to just going, screw it, I'm going to South Australia. Or Canada. Yeah, no, I know how you meant it, Wes. All good, mate. Trudeau snuck back in. I mean, look, I don't know that much about Canadian politics, but what I do know is that most people outside of Canada look quite favourably on Justin Trudeau. So, oh, absolutely, Sean. I understand why we're in this situation. Just the situation is happening too much. Plus, when I went to Adelaide in January 2020, I kind of really enjoyed it. And the longer we go, the more expensive Victoria becomes to live in, to purchase property in. And the further and further I would have to live away from civilization in the city, whereas I can live, you know, still within an hour from the city in places like South Australia. So, or of course in Canada, because, you know, that's another option. I'll be honest, part of the reason I want to move to Canada is because I just want to drive a Dodge Charger Hellcat or a Dodge Durango Hellcat as my family car. Yeah, Gammy, absolutely. My my parents sold. People who are Australian will probably know this, but my parents sold around sort of the Cranbourne area, about 18 months ago and fell over at their little 3-bedroom house on 400 square meters of land was worth over 600k, I think, in the market. It was insanity. Blackouter, you will absolutely love Adelaide and Kangaroo Island in Feb 2023. Hey, Willie Canuck, mate. Thank you so much for the donation. The count says, count with me. 1, 2, 3, Much appreciated, mate. Glenn says, Trudet's okay, but he's in a similar situation to what Rudd and Gillard, always in minority and having to make deals. So you mean like our current federal government, Glenn? And the fact that the number of seats they have is no longer considered a majority government. They have the same number of seats as the opposition in Parliament House. Now that Christian Porter has finally died, but gotten rid of himself. I'm honestly surprised they haven't called an election yet, mate. Alright, bloody hell, we are cooking along here. This stream's going to come to an end quite quickly. Well, I kind of knew that when I started it. But it's given me a good insight into what I need to change. Oh, absolutely, Sean. They would probably lose. I hope they would lose. We need some sort of change. I don't know if it's the exact change that we need, but we need something. It would be a good... change is a good place to start, basically, is what I'm getting at. This is, for such a remote part of and flat part of the world, it's also very picturesque. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just, you know, there's some amazing ground textures. You're right on the water. There's a little bit of ridge. It looks like some beautiful beaches. It looks so untouched by people and companies and everything that ruins, you know, or can ruin the natural beauty of some parts of the world. So, kudos to Argentina for their management of this particular part of the world. I don't know if it's always been this way, but yeah, too many spin doctors. Exactly right, Sean. Ooh, there is a decent wind right here. Very, very good crosswind. Almost 20 knots of crosswind here. Gotta get that nose into the wind. So definitely not going to do flaps at this point because we want to maintain a decent speed here on approach until we're a little bit more stabilized and lined up. Very good crosswind. Really fighting the crosswind. Yeah, Glenn, I'd like to see... I would have loved to have seen that money spent on the NDIS, personally. I feel like in the current situation this country's in, those type of people should be the ones that we should be spending our money on looking after, not spending money on submarines that we don't need. But anyway. Oh, wow. Runway's very bumpy. Oh my god, that wind! Almost put the nose into the ground. God damn. Geez, you know the wind's good when you need like 40% throttle on the ground to just get moving after landing. Actually, we are, Willie. That's the submarines that we're talking about. They are nuclear submarines that we are spending billions of dollars on. To be fair, that is probably the worst landing I have done out of 62 legs. And it's partially because the crosswind was probably actually too strong to land an aircraft, GA aircraft of this size. In real life, you would probably not land that. You would head back to like Puerto Primedes or Puerto Madryn. Honestly, Willie, I'm not sure. Alright, so that actually does bring us to the end of that flight. That's an hour and a half gone by like bang. Very, very nice area though out here, like extremely remote. That was not my worst landing? Well, what was my worst landing then, Bruden? Landing challenge time? Oh, I'd be down to have a bit of fun with a landing challenge somewhere, even if I was just had the drone out watching you guys come in. Oh yeah, I do owe you one going. Chuck the airport code in, and we'll go there. Yeah, no, you're right. I definitely owe you one. Alright, we shall. Marcyfield in NY. Rightio. I'll grab the ICAO code and I'll chuck it in the chat and I'll see you all over there.
Tienes como 10,000 perfiles, uno que me ames y otro que me olvide. La tóxica eres tú, cuando me tratas mal y sigues, cuando tú me traicionas con vaciles. Hermosa pero tú, tienes como 10,000 perfiles, uno que me ames y otro.
Sorry, I didn't realize that was the code, Garwin. No worries.
Te quiero olvidar, con tiburones ya no sé nada. Ausente voy a estar, no me mereces, ponle esa trampa otras veces, no es mucho lo que tú ofreces, ella sabe lo que yo le doy, ella es consciente de lo que pasa, ya ni me le arrimo, aquí estoy, siendo estrella buscado en la NASA, la tóxica eres tú, cuando me tratas mal y sigues, cuando tú me traicionas con vaciles, hermosa pero tú, tienes como 10,000 perfiles, uno que me ames y otro que me olvide, quiere conocerme pero no, cree que me gusta con sexo en la habitación, pero lo sé todo, como tú los besas, siempre vienes tarde con el dolor de cabeza, no soy boba, sé lo que haces cuando no estás.
No worries, Rudin, mate. Catch you later. Look after yourself, bro. And Willie, not a problem. Thank you very much for approaching me with that. I was quite humbled, to be honest. I certainly didn't expect that.
Logra herirme y lo siento, no, ya no soy así, ya me desperté de este frenesí.
Alright, I will be back in a momento.
Logra herirme, ya la herida es hecha, que se vea, en mi vida solo quedan huellas. La tóxica eres tú.
Got me high above, like the sun by the moon, he's a star, baby, I'm lighting up, like a fool, it's true, he's making me blow my mind tonight, can't stand the thought of being without eyes, I'm being honest, y'all, I'm being honest, we just do what we do, ain't no joke about love, he's the one that I die for, can't so long, side by side, can't believe that he is mine. We just do what we do. My love, my heart is beating even faster.
Alright, we are back here. So, now that people are up in the air, I'm going to just slew my aircraft over a little bit here. Just because I feel like it was potentially on the runway there. Even though it said it was the parking spot. And I'll get up in the drone and basically we'll watch some of you come in and land. Wow, what a beautiful area, going. Holy, that's awesome. Icarus with the first landing. And that was rough as shit. No filter there and on that one, Icarus. Oh my god, Big Jack is coming in the 787 Dreamliner. That can only go well. Make sure that Sean 1I1 is the code. Nice takeoff there, Wesley. I think Wes is the next one coming in. Yeah, so for those who are wanting to come along and participate in the landings here at Marcy, the code is 1Indigo1. Oh, Wes is definitely overrunning here. And in the trees.
Oiga señorita, quisiera decirle solo una cosita, que mi corazón todavía palpita.
Gowan says, if you follow that river downstream about 10 miles is where I live. Love it here. So is this your permanent living that you're, or is this your go bush place that you go to, Gowan? There we go, got you in here, Sean. Glenn's coming in to land. Looking really, really specky. Oh, Glenn. Okay. Just a Boeing 787. That's going well, isn't it, David? Of course, David's the one who brings the 787 into an airport like this. Well then, I mean, I could be wrong from what I'm seeing, Garland, but I feel like your house is also in a very nice location, let alone your bush area. I can only imagine how awesome that is. Whoop, Stu's coming in the helicopter. I should see if there's a way to make your H145 show up as a H135, eh, Stu? At least until I buy the H145. Looking good, Stu. Nice. Very good. Beautifully done there, mate. Alright. We got Wesley, we got Dan. Dan's definitely coming in faster. Dan is down. Trying to stop the TBM on this strip is going to be not so easy. And Wesley's doing a touch and go. So it appears on approach we have Sean, we have Black Evo, and we have Wes. Yeah, if you want to go the H135, Stu, go for it. But I'm just sort of thinking for future streams until I get the 145. See if I can change the model that shows up to the 135 so it shows you up as a helicopter. Whoop, I missed Sean's landing, obviously. He's already down. And he's back up. Up, down. Do this all day. So, Black Evo has obviously heard David Jacko's challenge to land the 787 here. And he's going to do it. And then Wes is going to do the DC-6. I don't know how you have that thing going so slowly there, Black Evo, but that is spectacular. That thing is barely moving. Ladies and gentlemen, there we go. We have just had a 787 landed here at Marcy Keene. Anybody want to try and beat that? Wesley Falk coming in for another landing or touch and go or. Geez, you can't half tell what Black Evo flies in real life, can you, when he lands the 787 like that? Can land shorter than that in your helicopter, Vruden? Really? I would have never have guessed. Oh, calling pigeon just gets it up in time. Just in time. All the people who are currently driving on that road have literally swerved into the trees or the nearby stream, completely shit scared of the fact that there was a TBM hurtling towards them that looked like it was completely out of control and veering off the runway. Oh, Wes is coming in the DC-6. He's coming faster than the 787 has, which doesn't really make any sense. And he's drifting? Fast and Furious, eat your heart out. Oh, we're going to have a takeoff in the 787 now. This could be interesting. Oh, come on! As if, Black Evo. Sean sort of got it up, but then took out the trees on the way out. But now he's clear. Damn, looks like he's barely moving though. I feel like he's riding that stall horn. All the people here at Marcy Keen, after seeing a 787 land and take off and a DC-6 drift, are probably like, what the hell is going on? Stu. Oh, Stu's in the H135, but it's still not showing up as the H135, even though I have the H135. That's weird. Dan is down nose wheel first, I think. Looked a little bit like it. The funny part is that a jet just went low over Gowan's house. So not only is Black Evo doing this in the sim, he's quite clearly doing this in real life, and he's buzzing Gowan's house in the process. It's side-by-side landings as if we're at San Francisco between a 787 and a GA aircraft here. My god, what reverse thrusters have you got on that thing, Black Evo? That's crazy. Yeah, sorry Wes, I was too busy watching Black Evo. You say he's cheating, Vruden, but he told me he's going to show me his ways. So he can't be cheating too much if he's going to show me. No worries, Wes. Good luck with that, mate. So we're going to hang around... Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, just the way it looked on my screen, it looked like you went nose wheel first. I was going to be like, that's cool. It's alright, Dan Random. The only person really who should be absolutely nailing every single landing they do within the sim is Black Evo, seeing as he's a real life pilot. I feel like the rest of us kind of have a card to screw it up as much as we want, because my god, David is riding the stall horn into the trees. Oh, it was looking so good, Jacko, until that last bit. Let me know, Garwin, if a plane buzzes your house low down again. So we'll do this landing challenge fun thing here for about another 10 minutes or so, and then I will finish up the stream. So if you are wanting to jump in and have a land in some sort of aircraft, you've got about 10 minutes or so to jump in and... Yeah, absolutely not, Vruden. Jacko getting his CFIT certification. Oh, I feel like Calling Pigeon may have had a bit of a runway overrun here. Yeah, there's a plane in the trees here. Whoops. So many DC6s in here now. Yeah, controlled flight into terrain, exactly. CFIT. Here goes Wes in his DC6. He's absolutely cranking those engines. He's got the water methanol injection going. I'm sure if you could run the superchargers on the ground as well, he's probably got those going too. And overrun. Into the trees. Still going. Still going. Somebody's house has just had the roof taken off by a DC6. Another quick touchdown, get the bounce going. And now he's going to land it in the river. And back down into the river again. No worries, Calling Pigeon, mate. You look after yourself, bro. Stay safe. Stay well. Don't do anyone I wouldn't do, okay? Bloody hell, Vruden. Yeah, I was going to say something went very wrong there, Wes. I'm not sure what happened, but... How remote is this area, Garwin? Actually, I'll have a bit of a... Oh, okay, so your nearest place, like major town, would be Lake Placid, yeah?
I need a girl that can ride with me. Wanna lock down and shine with me. Don't you know? You don't have to try with me.
So it's not actually like super out of the way, but it is just nice away from, you know, all the dickheads of the world. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Garwood. If this whole YouTube thing takes off to the point where it can, you know, potentially be the full-time job in, you know, 3-5 years time from now, I would definitely be looking to do a similar thing, you know, find a place that's off the beaten path that has a good internet connection. My God, David, what the hell was that? I mean, it was better than the last one. I'll give you credit where credit's due there, Dave. You actually made it to the runway. Closest big city is Plattsburgh in New York. Okay, Wes is back on the runway. Trying to do a Wes landing. No, you're just getting the second part of your CFIT certification. Yeah, nice, Wes. Well done, mate. So now we've been shown by a 787 pilot how to do the 787 out of this small airport. We've been shown by a person who is starting to really understand the study level DC-6 quite well, how to get it out of a small airport. It's only about an hour and a half from Montreal. Oh, really? Okay. But nicely done there, Wes, on that departure. It's interesting because now we've got two Wes. We've got two Wes, two David, and two Sean. David, if that's takeoff power, you are barely moving. And that is a stall if ever I saw one happening. The wing's dipping, the wing's dipping, the wing is stalling. Oh, he's only just cleared the trees. Put your water methanol injection in, Dave. Put your superchargers on. Mayday, mayday. Dave has gone down. He is down in the trees. Nicely done, David. Yeah, the gear. Dave, you might have actually been able to get out of there had you have put your gear up the minute you took off. And the other thing, I'm sure Wes or Black Evo will be able to give me all the details on this. Can you run the superchargers on the ground during takeoff alongside the water methanol injection? Nicely done, Wes. And then we have the other Wes about to come in for the landing. Black Evo's putting the 787 in the local stream. Just giving it a quick wash. It obviously got a little bit dirty on the last flight. No, not for real. I mean within the sim. Within the sim. I understand not for real. I understand you'll blow the cylinder heads to shit if you do all of that. Oh, other Wes as well has got a great idea on how to fly the DC-6. It seems like if you want to be a professional with the DC-6, your name needs to be Wes. Oh, so he's using the superchargers and methanol. Okay, Dave Jacko, did you hear that? In case you weren't doing that, mate, you can run the water methanol and the superchargers on takeoff. Yeah, I remember watching Shane blow up the Corsair. It was bloody hilarious. My God, David's coming in from outer space. Landed. If you call that a landing, David, I'm never getting on a plane with you. Alright, Dave, come on, let's see a successful takeoff in the DC-6. We've only got a couple of minutes left until I'm finishing the stream here, Dave, so let's at least get you a successful takeoff and possibly a successful landing on stream. So we'll extend the stream slightly longer. We're going to let David have the opportunity to complete a successful landing and a successful takeoff. And we're going to allow Stu here to come in and land the 747. Once that is done, I will end the stream. No worries, Garwin. Actually, that sounds really cool. Pop it up in the Discord as well. And I'm sure you'll get some people who are free at the time who'll come along with you, because this looks really, really nice scenery, mate. If it fits in with my schedule, I'll 100% join you as well. Oh! I thought you meant a leg from out of here to like Montreal or something like that, Garwin. You working on a bush trip in these mountains? That sounds cool. DC-6 versus 787, who will win? I don't know, but give it a go because you've got two aircraft on final. So, let's go. Do you want me to do a countdown or something? No, you've got it under control. 787's going to absolutely chop your ass. And up she goes. You both took off at about the same point though. So that's really interesting. My God, Black Evo is going up its space shuttle status. That's... In comes Stu in the 747. Miles down the runway, nose first, and he's crashed. Rest in peace, Stu. Alright, I can definitely tell that David is... Big Jack is definitely taking this landing very seriously. He's come out, he's come around, he's positioned himself in a better position to lose his altitude and come in for an approach. Oh, we're going to have a head-on between Wes, Black Evo, and David here. Looking really good, Dave. Really good, mate. A little bit rough, but damn, you could walk away from that, mate. Well done, mate. Well done. Now you just got to get a takeoff in, and you've had a... you've completed your CFIT certification if you do that. Proven that you can do controlled flight into terrain and just controlled flight. Yeah, look, it probably did pop the tyres on landing Vruden, but you know what? The plane's not in pieces, and even if it was mildly broken, it's the fuselage would have been intact, allowing for a very quick escape. So, as far as I'm concerned, that is a successful landing. Stu says, see you later, have a good one. Stu, mate, you have a good one as well too, mate. Look after yourself. And, yeah. David says the plane isn't going, it's broken. My God, Wes is going space shuttle status as well in the DC-6. What the... And now he's plummeting out of the sky. David Ross, mate, thanks for coming along. Much appreciated. You look after yourself, bro. And I'm sure I will catch you in a stream very soon. Alright, well, if David's plane is broken, or Big Jacko's plane is broken, we might finish up the stream there. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming along. It was great fun. Fantastic little flight to that I quite enjoyed there, from Valcheta to Punta Delgada, and then this landing challenges part was quite a lot of fun as well, to watch all of you bringing DC-6s, 787s, 747s, etc. down into such a small airport. Very, very cool. But anyway, until the next time I do see you all. Oh, actually, sorry. One more piece of housekeeping is Oz Flight Simmer, Blackadder, Dan Random, Drew, and Willie. Thank you so much for your generous donations this evening. It's very, very much appreciated, and I can assure you it will go back into the channel. But anyway, to the rest of you, wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay well, look after yourselves, don't do what anyone else can do, and I will catch all of you in the next stream. See yous.
Que si nos apuramos no disfrutamos del momento, ya, y lo vamos a arruinar. Dale lento, yeah. Dile a tus amigas que hoy no vas para afuera, que estás en la escuela. Y vamos los 7 días de la semana, te doy de mañana. Y consejos sabes que no es, te doy el desquite, que me quites todas esas ganas que te tengo muerto. Todo el mundo sabe que tú y yo somos más que panas, pero nos vamos lento, que el que se apura no llega a nada, no llega a nada.